Hello, and welcome to our first episode. My name is Anna, and I want to talk about hobbies. Many people ask me a simple question: what do you do in your free time? For a long time, I didn't have an answer. I usually worked late every single day. My weekends were only for cleaning and sleeping. I felt very tired and a bit bored. Life is not just about work and chores. We all need something that makes us happy. A hobby is a great way to relax. It helps you meet new interesting people. You can learn a new skill very quickly. Some hobbies are active like running or swimming. Other hobbies are quiet like reading or drawing. I decided to find my perfect activity today. First, I made a list of my interests. I like nature, music, and delicious food. I also enjoy being creative with my hands. It is important to try different things first. Don't be afraid to fail at the beginning. Learning is a slow but beautiful process. This podcast will follow my little journey. I will try 8 different activities this month. You can learn English words with me here. Every scene has new vocabulary for your practice. Listen carefully to my short stories every day. Are you ready to start this adventure together? Let's explore the world of hobbies right away. Let's begin with something very tasty and sweet. Cooking is my first hobby on the list. I am standing in my small, bright kitchen. Today, I am making a traditional apple pie. I have fresh red apples on the table. I need some white flour, sugar, and butter. First, I wash the fruit with cold water. Then, I peel the apples with a knife. It smells wonderful in the room already. I mix the ingredients in a large bowl. Cooking is like a science, but more delicious. You must follow the recipe very carefully tonight. I add a little bit of sweet cinnamon. My grandmother taught me how to bake bread. She always said that food needs a heart. I put the pie into the hot oven. I wait for 30 minutes for the result. The kitchen becomes warm and very cozy. I make a cup of hot green tea. Baking helps me forget about my daily stress. It is a very useful and tasty hobby. My friends love visiting me for Sunday dinner. I enjoy sharing my food with other people. The pie is finally ready and looks golden. I cut a small piece to taste it. It is sweet, crunchy, and absolutely perfect today. I feel very proud of my culinary skills. Tomorrow, I will try a different creative activity. Maybe I can cook something spicy next week. Cooking is definitely a great choice for me. But let's see what else I can do. Today, I am visiting a local art studio. The walls are covered with colorful oil paintings. I want to learn how to paint landscapes. I have a clean canvas and many brushes. My teacher, Sarah, shows me the primary colors. We have blue, red, and yellow acrylic paint. I mix blue and yellow to make green. Painting requires a lot of patience and focus. I start drawing a big forest and mountains. The brush feels light in my right hand. I am not a professional artist yet, obviously. However, I enjoy the feeling of the colors. Art allows me to express my inner emotions. I forget about time when I am painting. The sun is shining through the large window. My mountain looks a bit like a triangle. Sarah says that every stroke is a lesson. I add some white clouds to my sky. My hands are a little bit dirty now. It doesn't matter because I am having fun. Some people paint to sell their beautiful works. I only paint because it makes me calm. The forest on my canvas looks very dark. I add some yellow light to the trees. Painting is a quiet and peaceful way to live. I want to buy my own easel soon. My masterpiece is finished after 2 long hours. I will hang it in my living room. Art is a window into a person's soul. Next, I need to move my tired body. I am walking in the park this morning. I have a new camera around my neck. Photography is a hobby about seeing the details. The trees are orange, red, and golden brown. Autumn is the best season for taking photos. I see a small squirrel on a branch. I try to be very quiet and still. Click, I captured a great moment right there. Looking through the lens changes my whole perspective. I notice things that I usually ignore lately. Look at the reflection in the blue lake. The water is clear and very still today. I take a photo of an old wooden bridge. Photography teaches me to appreciate the present moment. I don't need an expensive camera to start. My smartphone also takes very high-quality pictures. I am learning about light and dark shadows. Natural light is best for taking outdoor portraits. I meet another photographer near the flower bed. We talk about our favorite lenses and settings. It is nice to share tips with others. I want to create a digital photo album. These memories will stay with me forever then. I take 20 photos of the sunset today. The sky is pink and purple like magic. This hobby makes me walk a lot more. Exercise and art are a perfect healthy combination. I am tired, but my heart is happy. I will edit these pictures on my computer. Let's try something more musical in the evening. I found an old guitar in my attic. It belonged to my father many years ago. Today, I am taking my first music lesson. My fingers hurt a little from the strings. Learning chords is quite difficult for a beginner. I practice the C major chord for 10 minutes. My teacher plays a beautiful folk song slowly. I want to play my favorite songs someday. Music is a universal language for everyone here. It can tell a story without any words. I sit on a wooden chair and breathe. Rhythm is the most important part of music. I use a plectrum to hit the metal strings. The sound is loud and very clear today. I am practicing every evening after my work. Discipline is the key to mastering any instrument. My neighbors are very kind and they listen. Sometimes I sing along while I am playing. Singing makes the experience even more enjoyable for me. I am learning a simple melody this week. Music helps me change my mood very quickly. If I am sad, I play slow songs. If I am happy, I play something fast. A guitar is easy to take with you. I can play it at a picnic later. My goal is to learn 5 songs soon. I feel a bit like a rock star. Music fills my house with great positive energy. I am glad I started this difficult hobby. Let's move to a more active sport tomorrow. I am at the gym for yoga. The room is warm and smells like lavender. I have a purple mat on the floor. Yoga is good for the body and mind. We start with some very simple breathing exercises. I close my eyes and forget my problems. The instructor tells us to stretch our arms. My muscles are very stiff at the moment. I try to touch my toes with fingers. It is harder than it looks on TV. We practice the downward dog position today together. I feel the blood moving through my veins. Yoga is not a competition with other students. You only listen to your own physical limits. I balance on one leg like a tree. I wobble a bit, but I don't fall. Balance is important in life and in sport. We stay in silence for 5 quiet minutes. This is called meditation, and it is wonderful. My mind becomes very clear and very peaceful. After the class, I feel much taller today. My back doesn't hurt from the office chair. I will come back here every Tuesday morning. Drinking water after yoga is a great idea. Physical activity gives me a lot of energy. I am sleeping much better these days lately. Health is the most precious thing we have. Yoga is a hobby for a long life. I feel flexible and very strong this afternoon. Next, I will try a very green hobby. I am spending my Saturday in the garden. I have some seeds, a shovel, and gloves. Gardening is a very productive and healthy hobby. I want to grow my own organic vegetables. First, I dig a small hole in the soil. The earth is dark and very wet today. I plant some tomato seeds in a row. Plants need sun, water, and lots of love. I also have some beautiful flowers in pots. My roses are starting to bloom this spring. They are bright red and smell very sweet. Working with soil is very grounding for me. I see a big bumblebee on a flower. Bees are very important for our planet's future. I water my garden every morning at 7. Watching something grow is a real small miracle. I also planted some fresh mint for tea. Homegrown food always tastes much better than store-bought. Gardening requires a lot of hard physical work. I have to pull out the bad weeds. It is a great way to stay outside. Fresh air is good for my tired lungs. My neighbors also love gardening in their yard. We sometimes exchange seeds and useful gardening tips. I am waiting for the first green leaves. Nature is the best teacher in the world. This hobby makes me feel very calm today. I am happy to be under the sun. My garden is my little private paradise now. Finally, let's talk about my last favorite hobby. My final hobby is the most classic one. I am sitting in a large, old library. Thousands of books are on the wooden shelves. Reading is a journey to another different world. I can travel without leaving my cozy chair. Today, I am reading a classic detective story. The plot is very exciting and quite mysterious. I am learning many new English words here. Reading helps me improve my grammar and vocabulary. I try to read 10 pages every night. It is much better than watching boring television. My imagination creates the pictures in my head. I also enjoy reading biographies of famous people. Their lives inspire me to be a better person. Books are our best friends in lonely times. I have a small library at my home. My favorite genre is definitely historical fiction today. I like learning about the past through stories. Sometimes I visit a local book club nearby. We discuss the characters over coffee and cake. It is interesting to hear different popular opinions. Everyone sees the story in their own way. Reading makes my mind sharp and very active. I am writing my own short stories too. Maybe one day I will publish a book. Having a hobby changed my life for better. I am never bored or lonely these days. Find something you love and do it often. Thank you for listening to my hobby stories. Goodbye, and enjoy your new English learning journey.
Leave a comment under this video and one of you will get 40 English lessons for free.